Hey, what's going on? My name is Mike Dorsey, and I am here with Morgan and Maxwell. Say hey, kids.
Hey. Hello.
And I've partnered with Dove Men Plus Care to bring you a how-to video on teaching your kids the difference between wants and needs. Now, we're living in an unprecedented time, and because of that time, we are now having to have conversations about wants versus needs. And it's hard to have that conversation with a kid if they really do not understand the difference between wants and needs. And we really can't blame them. You know, it's our job to pay the bills and to put food on the table and to do things of that sort. So kids just understand that, hey, I know that I want something and I want to get it. So I think we have to figure out unique ways or ways that really explain things in a way that our kids understand it so that when we have to bring those conversations up, you know, it's something that they get, right? So I have 3 tips for you fellas. The first tip is make sure to allow your kids to define wants and needs in their own way. So example, Morgan, how would you define a want in your own words?
I would define a want as it's a toy. And an example is if you want some really pricey toy because everyone has it, it's like you want it, you don't need it because it doesn't help you live or anything like that.
Oh, that's a good example. Maxwell, can you give me an example of a need? Not a want, but a need. In your own words, what's an example of a need?
Well, a need is something that you need to survive.
Oh, I like it. And see, fellas, when you allow the kids to define want and need in their own way, then it's explained in a way that they understand. The second tip that I have is to create kind of like a want and need game, right? And so we do this every so often. We'll throw an item out or we'll throw out an example, and I'll have the kids tell me if that's a want or is that a need. So, for example, going to your favorite restaurant. Is that a want or a need?
Want.
Ooh, I know you want to go, but really that's not a need. I got a question. Having a place to sleep.
Want. Need.
Need. Okay.
Yes.
How about having transportation? So having a car or being able to get on a bus or something.
Need.
No. Want.
Well, that's a need. We have to have transportation where we live.
It's want. Because you want to go on it.
Well, you would like to go on a bus, but again,
I would say both.
Yeah, that's a 6-year-old talking, right? And so when you think about it, fellas, if you present a game in which you allow the kids to define the difference or to identify the difference between want and need by throwing out various examples, that helps them to practically understand what wants and needs are using things that are very familiar to them. You know, when we're all cleaning out our houses and we're cleaning out our closets and packing up toys that the kids no longer play with, allow your kids to be a part of the process of packing up toys and clothes that they no longer use for Goodwill or whatever charity that you're giving the excess toys or clothes to. By allowing your kids to be a part of that process, that helps them to see empathy and understand empathy. Because they're understanding that the things that they have, the excess things that they have, or the things that they no longer use, could now be a need that is satisfied to someone else. So allow them to be a part of that process, but then also engage in conversation about what it is you're doing. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.